Now we are going to look at QuickBooks, setting up items and services. We are going to learn how to add items for sale, and we are also going to learn how to use the chart of accounts in QuickBooks. So the chart of accounts will keep a record of all the accounts, the fixed assets, the liabilities, the bank accounts. You can all set them up in the chart of accounts. Let's hide this navigation pane on your left just to maximize this window. This is the most important part of QuickBooks. Now we have our entire screen with us. Now I'm going to start with the items. So items, you just click on the items center. So you click once, then it will open the items window. Then at the bottom of your screen, you click on item, new item. Then it will open this window where you have to select the type of item. So if it is a service, you use service. So for all products in a hardware, we are going to add timber, we are going to add paint. These are inventories. So you use the inventory part, click on inventory part, then you type in the name of the item. So for example, we have paint. So we have, so paint is enough. So inventory part, paint, cost price, we set the cost price. This is 200. Description is you can describe this paint as a pail, a bucket, also depending on how one pail. Now sales price, remember cost price should be lower than the sales because you want to realize profit. So sales, we are going to sell at 300 shillings, so like that. Now on this same window, I just want you to look at the what I've highlighted: the item name, the description, the cost, and the sales price. You have to use that. The reorder point, the minimum, the least that you can have in your inventory. The max, or just set on hand. Just let the max be on hand. You have like 300 buckets at that particular time. Now we have income account for all inventory parts. For all inventory, you use sales income. So that's how you add your first item. To add more, you just click on OK, and the item will be added in the items and center. So to add an item, what we've said, you just click on items and services center. At the bottom of the screen, click on item, click on new. Then you have to select the type of item you are using. So mostly you're going to work with the inventory part. So click on inventory part. Then when you select inventory part, you type in the name of the inventory. So for example, I have cement. So you can enable units of measuring like kgs, like so description here is a bag of cement. Cost price, let's say 600. They're going to sell at 800. Then I want you to look at the reorder point, the least, the minimum. Then I want you to add on hand. Those are the only things that I want you to add, like 500 bags. Then income account. This is sales. All products you use sales income account. You click on OK. So I want you, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to add at least 10 items that you're going to use for learning purposes. Make sure you set up the sales and cost price for each item. Now back, you can close that, and back to our main window. I want you also to be able to add accounts in the chart of accounts. So in the chart of accounts, this is a very important part of the QuickBooks window, because this is where we're going to state our fixed assets. Fixed assets are those assets owned by the company for long-term use. They cannot be easily sold. Things like vehicles, things like motor vehicles, machinery, office machinery, furniture, all of them are fixed assets. So a company, if a company owns an asset, it will need to record it into the chart of accounts. If a company has a bank, it needs to record it into the chart of accounts. If the company has loans, it needs to record it. So we are going to open chart of accounts. So these are some of the accounts that are there. But if you want to add, so as soon as you click chart of accounts, so in this window, you again click on account at the bottom of your screen. Click on account, click new. I want to add a bank, so our company has a bank. You click on continue. So it is only a bank. So Equity Bank. So your description here, you can just type maybe Buruburu branch. Account number, you can enter the account number, just a simple account number. Then enter opening balance. You click on enter to enter an opening balance, 1 million. So today you just pick today's date, you click on OK. So that is your account as of this date. You save and close. So make sure you can add a bank into your so just to go close this. So I have my bank, Equity Bank, into the, just expand this. So that is your chart of accounts. So to add, if you close this, you can still activate the home tab. Just click home, so that the other centers are displayed. So in the chart of accounts, you've seen you can click on account, you click on new. Then if it is bank, you just select bank. If it is a fixed asset, major purchases, just activate that option box. So read the description, track the value of significant items that have a useful life of more than 1 year, such as buildings, land, machinery. So those are the fixed assets. So you click on continue. If you're adding a fixed asset, click on continue. So the name of the asset, you type lorry. You can enter the description. This is a lorry KBC 5L. Enter the opening balance. So this lorry, you bought it at 4 million Kenyan shillings as of today, because you remember fixed asset will have to depreciate. So click on OK. After entering that, you save and close. So that is your lorry. Today you've added a lorry as a fixed asset. Now you are told to depreciate this asset. Depreciation is losing value, and an asset will lose value over wear and tear over a long period when it gets old. So depreciating, you click on account, you click on new, select fixed asset, click on continue. So sub account of, you start with sub account of, it is a lorry. Type account name lorry. Still description, the same description. This time you don't need to enter, and enter opening balance. So you put negative symbol, you put the amount that it is. You start with the negative symbol, so to show that it is a depreciation. A negative symbol, then you put the value 100,000. So it is depreciating at that rate. So you click on OK, click on OK. So that when you click on save and close, you look at your lorry, it has its depreciation. It has already started depreciating at that rate. So I've said fixed assets, you can add fixed assets in the chart of accounts. You just click on account, new, you set fixed asset for the first time, you click on continue. Then in the second round, now you'll use the sub account. sub account. So watch keenly and understand how to add assets in the chart of accounts. Now I want you also in the chart of accounts to be able today to add liabilities. So click on chart of accounts again, click on account, click new. This time we have liabilities. There are loans. Click on loan. Tracks the principal of your business. So click on continue. So you can, if it is a long-term liability, long-term liability, just choose long-term liability. You take over 1 year to pay. So you type the name of the loan, cooperative loan, and you just enter the balance there. Let's say you took a loan of 600,000. That's this date. You click on OK. So just edit this. That's how you add. So loans, you add them as long-term liabilities. So I want you to watch keenly and understand this part of the chart of accounts. So thank you for watching this. Well.